Hi, this is Snoop Dogg, and you're about to see the best sports and entertainment talk show on the internet with your host, Troy Geary. The man who seems to go to every sporting event, and Dave Stevens born without legs, but won 7 Emmys and played college football and minor league baseball. Throw in Will Stein wherever Will Stein is, and you've got a heck of a show. It's the Geary, Stein, and Stevens Show. Faux shizzle.
Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to a very special Father's Day edition of the Geary, Stein, and Stevens. We are here in our travels here at Target Field, and I'm with a father himself, Troy Geary. And Troy, what makes it a special day for Father's Day for you?
I mean, my 2 kids, seeing them grow up. I got one graduate in a couple of days. My other son is got a year to go, but, just watching them grow up and let them experience some of the things that we get to do is amazing.
Yeah, it's been great. I brought my son Tate on this trip as we had a camp with the Rochester Honkers, but more importantly, we got to talk to a lot of the players here to just talk about their dads, and they always open up because we're not talking about winning and losing, but some great memories, some great moments, and you had a chance to talk to a couple of them, and it really seems like the dads, I know the moms get a lot of the credit, but the dads were the ones that were in the backyard throwing the ball around in Little League.
Yeah, playing catch in the backyard, a lot of them said that, at a young age, that's how they remember their father, just playing catch in the backyard and, support throughout their career and now in the big leagues.
All right, well, sit back and enjoy because we have a lot of great thoughts about those dads out there, those hardworking dads who help these guys get to the major leagues.
Matter of fact, I'm going to stand up. A new record. Clemens has set a major league record for strikeouts in a game. 20.
Well, you had a dad that was pretty much seen all the time in baseball, but what are some of those memories of your father on Father's Day and when you were growing up?
Yeah, they're amazing. Every Father's Day, it's so fun to celebrate and celebrate all the fathers, and to wear the light blue to show and represent. It's amazing. And he's, the best dad in the world. I'm sure everybody says that about their fathers. But yeah, he's just the best. And I always tell him that I wouldn't be where I am today without him.
Moms also did some things, but we're talking about Father's Day. So take us back to your youth, back in the backyard. Your dad's probably firing things and firing rockets at you guys, and you're like, Dad, take it easy.
Yeah, well, I always say I'm lucky I didn't have to face him when he was in his prime, so my older brothers kind of got a piece of that. But he still throws batting practice today, and, he's 62 years old, and he still does his arm weights and cuff work and all that stuff to stay ready because, I love hitting off him.
Give us a memory as a youth. Give us one thing we wouldn't know about Roger.
I'll give it to you now. He loves karaoke. He calls himself DJ No Request because he plays what he wants, and he's got like 1,600 songs loaded on his laptop with the karaoke words.
All right, look right there and give him a Father's Day message.
Yeah, happy Father's Day, Dad. I love you. I wouldn't be here without you and where I am today. You made me who I am and the man I am, so happy Father's Day. I love you.
Brooks, Father's Day right around the corner. Your dad coached you growing up. What does this day really mean to you?
Oh, yeah, it's all for my dad, honestly. He's the one that put all the time in when he was tired after coaching baseball all day and coming home to me and making sure I got my work in. And, he instilled hard work in me and the love for the game, and I can't thank him enough for, the career I have.
And what was that experience like, him coaching you in college and helping you, get here where you are today?
It was great. It was the best decision of my life to go to school, play for him. I had a lot of fun, but I learned a lot about myself. I turned into, a good young man. I was a brat in high school, so I needed that time to grow up, and my dad helped me do that. And, I had a great experience with teammates, but, it was more important to get to spend time with my dad.
And real quick, is you have a short story or something that, when you think of Father's Day, you think of your dad?
Yeah, I think of all the countless times he threw BP to me. We moved from the neighborhood, out into the countryside, and he built a 3,000 square foot barn for me when I was like 9 years old. And, it's kind of the reason why I'm here, He spent a lot of time with me in that barn, and I spent a lot of time by myself because, he wanted me to work hard on my own and figure out how to love the game for myself. And, that's the experience that I can't forget.
Thanks, Brooke. Continued success. Thank you very much.
Well, Rocco, you're like a dad here for all these guys, but give us some of your Father's Day memories of your relationship with your dad.
Well, when I was young, I was probably running around playing sports, and my dad was there for everything for me. He was always one of my coaches, at least in baseball and football. He was always there and on the sidelines and in the dugout, everywhere I went. Playing in the backyard, that's probably what we were doing. We probably weren't doing anything for him. He was probably doing some stuff for us, but as my baseball career went on, he would come visit me in the big leagues and come see me play. So he'd come spend a weekend and celebrate Father's Day that way, which was great.
Had to have been special. I mean, the proudest thing is a dad can watch the achievement of his son.
Right. It's and I feel that way now. I get 3 little kids, and you know, my parents were and are, you know, a big part in really everything I do. You know, and being able to share that with them, and you know, it works both ways, and being able to enjoy it with your family. As time goes on, I think you learn to appreciate that stuff more and more and more, and you know, I don't take a day for granted.
Jeff, with Father's Day right around the corner, how important was your dad to get you where you are today?
Very. I feel like, you know, my love for sports in general, not just baseball, probably started with him. You know, every time I remember being in the house, in the living room, there was always, you know, some type of sporting event on TV, or and he was also my coach, you know, until I was however old, 16, 17 years old. So he obviously meant a lot to my career, and probably wouldn't be here without him.
And when you think of Father's Day, is there one memory that sticks out that reminds you of your dad?
I mean, honestly, the big memory for me probably would be when my first Father's Day as a father. You know, I remember, you know, having my first son and going into that first season in Colorado as a dad and getting to be on the field for Father's Day. I kept all my stuff, all my jersey, my cleats, my hat from that day, and yeah, it's been fun being a dad.
And we see all the videos of guys calling their dad when they get promoted the first time to the major leagues. Do you remember that phone call, and how special was that?
I do. I remember it. Emotional, obviously, and yeah, it was definitely a call that I had been looking forward to making, and I'm glad that I got to make it and that he was able to receive that call.
Thanks, Jeff. Best continued success for you.
Big hitter to the plate with a chance to win it, and the Expos have that opportunity here. The pitch, Guerrero swings a drive to left field, deep. It is up and away. The Expos have won on a 3-run home run by Vladimir Guerrero.
Well, you were probably at the ballpark for a lot of Father's Day with your dad. Give us a little bit of some of those memories of your dad and how important he was in your life in baseball.
I mean, he was still important, you know, and everything I learned from him, you know, and to me it's very special, especially because he always talked with me no matter what, how we going, and every day before and after the game. So I appreciate it. I appreciate my dad. He always been there for me.
And when you were little, I mean, tell us a little bit about what it was like to play catch with dad and be on these ballparks and as in the major leagues. I mean, you've had an amazing childhood all the way up to the big leagues.
Yeah, you know, like I say, everything I learned, how be a good teammate, how be on time, and then play catch. You know, is one of the thing to me is like every time I wake up, that's the first thing I got my glove, my ball, and try to get my dad glove to we play catch no matter what, if he off day or he played that day.
Yeah, he was the best. Both my parents, but my dad especially, the hard work that he put in for our family and I to be able to live life for living and still living is amazing. And I just want to great dad. I was looking forward to it.
So a lot of great memories by these players, and again, those dads that were out there working hard, throwing the ball, especially the ones that were throwing those change-ups and getting these guys ready to hit at the major league level. A very special time for a lot of these guys on a day that honors their dads, and I know we talked about the moms that do their job, but really it's great to see these guys and the insight of the dads that motivated them, Troy.
Yeah, I mean, all of them said that their dad or their grandfather or some father figure helped them get here today. So like I said, a lot of great stories, and you'll listen to that here in a minute.
All right, and we're back on the road, and we'll be traveling, heading to the All-Star game in Atlanta. Troy, our experience last year was fun in Texas, but I'm really looking forward to Atlanta.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't realize how many events actually go around the All-Star game. You got the draft, you got the futures game, you get to see the next brightest stars early. You got the celebrity softball game, and then the home run derby. That was a blast, and then the All-Star game to top it off. So Atlanta, a brand new ballpark, so it's going to be fun to be out in Atlanta for 4 days and giving you all kinds of coverage.
And the guys are not as uptight as they normally are when you're asking them all the questions about why isn't the Yankees winning and all those kind of things. So it'll be a lot of fun. So continue to follow the Geary, Stein, and Stevens show on all of the platforms. We'll be hitting the road all over this summer. Troy is all over the place all the time anyway. So for Troy, myself, and wherever Will is, this is Dave Stevens coming to you from the Target Field, home of the Minnesota Twins, and we hope that they make the playoffs.
Yeah, last year they didn't make it, but right now they're looking pretty good for the wild card.
Yeah. Tigers start losing. We'll see you guys later.